So this is in part a audio test for using my PS4 controller on my computer. The controls are weird because this game doesn't actually technically support PS4 controls, so all of the mapping is off because Steam is just trying its best to let me play this game. So I guess note to Vivi Dev would be, hey, make PS4 controller support if you're able. I've not been doing the best lately. What does he want, fries? And like, I've always struggled with mental health shit. It's largely genetic, so there's not much I can do about that. I've talked about it a couple times on this channel and in general online, but you know, it doesn't really get easier to talk about, I'm gonna be honest, at least for me. And you know, it was going okay for a while. I'm a senior in high school right now. I'd say like midway through freshman year to like beginning of junior year, I was doing pretty alright for the first time in a while, because middle school was really bad. But you want a salad with lettuce and onion. But then it kind of got bad again, and like since November of last year onwards, I've been really depressed again. I have major depressive disorder. Not a fun condition. Would not recommend if you can avoid getting it. I feel like the sensitivity is slightly too high, but this also feels slightly too low. Can't win for real. Hello. But you know, it was going okay for a while. Now it's not. And here's my thing. Therapy didn't work for me. I did therapy for many years for a number of reasons. Didn't work. It's not that I didn't find the right therapist. I mean, I saw like a bazillion therapists. And some of them, you know, if therapy worked for me, would have been good fits. They were fun to talk to. But yeah, no, therapy didn't work for me. I looked into medication, but I was already hesitant about it and looking more into it. I'm like, especially with all of the insurance bullshit happening in America right now, not really the vibe we're going for. I was willing to try it, but yeah, no, I don't think that's working out. So I feel a little bit helpless as well, because I can't do therapy, can't do meds. The only other shit you find online is like basic self-care shit that, you know, I'm already doing as much as I can. So that's like not helpful to be like, exercise, don't eat like shit. Like, yeah, thanks. That's like common sense, I fear. Or it's like, electroshock therapy. I don't care how allegedly safe it is. I'm not electrocuting my brain. I'm sorry, that's just not happening. And then the only other shit is like, spend time with your loved ones. And that's where the other problem comes in. I'm on spring break right now. I haven't seen anyone outside of my family. I've also been sick, which doesn't help, but like, I'm recovering now. My voice probably still sounds a little off, but like, I'm feeling mostly better. Holy shit, she wants a lot of fries. I'm feeling mostly better, but like, people don't tend to want to hang out with me, or if they do, they don't show it. Like, I don't generally get invited to a lot of hangouts or anything. I can see my friends hanging out, because, you know, on like social media and stuff. So it's not like people aren't doing shit, I'm just not invited to it, which kind of sucks. That's how it's been kind of every school break for the past year or so, which is unfortunate. I would like to hang out with my friends. I mean, it's to be expected at this point, I guess, but it's also, you know, a little bit disappointing. It is my last school break ever, because I am a senior, and I'm also not going to college. I don't know, I guess I was hoping this school break would be different than the past however many, even though I've been given no reason to think it would be. I might hang out with my friend Dominic at some point this week. I don't really know. I love Dominic. He's so cool. He like waved the idea. We might hang out. That's about it. Obviously, I'd be very grateful if we can hang out, but either way, it's like, I don't know. You know the song Teen Idol by fucking Marina and the Diamonds? That's how I feel. I don't know, it feels like I've been cheated out of like basic teenage experiences, I guess, because everyone's out having fun and shit, and I'm just that weird disabled kid that everyone seems to find annoying or just generally not want to hang out with all that much outside of school. It's an isolating feeling, and I'm an extrovert, believe it or not, so it's like I recharge by spending time with other people, and I can't spend time with other people, which is also a great combination when you have clinical depression. Yeah, I've not been doing well, and you can tell because I've been uploading more. That's not to say like YouTube is making me depressed. It's actually the opposite. It's gotten me through some real shit times being able to upload my silly videos. Obviously, that's not the only reason I post. I don't like exclusively post for the purpose of like coping with shit. I also just like making content online and sharing clips and shit. But I have noticed that spare time I mentioned earlier where I was doing really well mentally. That was a time where I was not posting on here very frequently. You know why? Because I was hanging out with people. I had friends who were like inviting me to shit. Granted, I'm not really friends with most of those same people anymore for a number of reasons. It's a whole other mess that I don't really want to get into on a public platform. I do value my privacy, believe it or not. But like, people were hanging out with me, and I was like generally doing good. Stuff was going well in my life, and I was doing pretty good. I mean, obviously I still have my moments. I'm very mentally ill, and I have a lot of issues and shit, and I'm also physically disabled. So like, obviously shit wasn't perfect. It was certainly better than whatever the fuck is happening right now. And I wasn't posting as much because I was like, we were chillin', you know? But now I am definitively not chillin'. I'm the opposite of chillin'. Fryin', if you will. Just like these onion rings. It feels stupid to complain about my silly issues on the internet. The culture around talking about mental health online has also changed a bit. I mean, I feel like it's always been kind of a taboo thing. But I feel like 5 to 10 years ago, in that range, it was more like, I don't know, it was more accepted because everyone was like, yeah, mental health matters. And now if you talk about your mental health online, everyone calls you attention seeking and asks you what you're doing to help yourself, which, as I've said, is not very helpful as somebody who is trying their best. Probably not many people are going to watch this, so I'm not too worried about comments like that. I don't know. I've not been doing great. This game's fun. I've not been doing great. That's why I've been uploading more. That's always a good indicator that Tyler's not doing well, is if your inbox is flooded with shit. Sorry about that for any of my viewers. I'm aware that this channel is very inconsistent, but if you've subscribed and you've stayed subscribed at this point, you are probably accepting of that fact, so it's probably okay. I don't know. I've not been doing well. And, you know, spring break, couple days left. It's 1:04 a.m. on Thursday at the time of recording this, so I have all of Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. I don't know. Maybe something fun will happen. Maybe someone will invite me to something. I won't get my hopes up.